feds investigate Huma Abedin crime family for conspiracy and wire fraud. April 28th article. 2 of Huma Abedin's cousins have been arrested, and she has been named, along with Hillary Clinton's State Department, in a U.S. Department of Justice prosecution. This is what court records show. Other documents reveal the same alleged crooked cousins solicited Huma Abedin for help at state in a deal that netted the Abedins more than $1.2 million in federal grants. Huma's first cousin, Omar Amanat, has been indicted and placed under house arrest before the trial on October 2nd. Another cousin, Irfan Amanat, has also been arrested in connection with this same case. WND reports, these undesirable family connections revealed here for the first time raise fresh questions about influence peddling at the State Department under Hillary Clinton, who is now reportedly working with Huma Abedin on a political comeback. Abedin's relatives were major donors of the Clinton Foundation, and Abedin drew a salary from the Clinton Foundation, while at the same time she was working for the U.S. government. She was an top aide to Hillary Clinton, while Clinton was in the State Department. So she was getting paid by the government for working at the State Department, and she was getting paid by the Clinton Foundation as well. Very sweet deal. Records show that her first cousin, Omar Amanat, is under federal indictment for cheating investors in Kit Digital Inc. of millions of dollars between 2009 and 2012, forcing the tech startup to go bankrupt in 2013. He's been placed under house arrest as he awaits trials, which is scheduled for October 2nd. Another Abedin cousin, Irfan Amanat, is under indictment in the same case. He was arrested in December after returning to the U.S. from the United Arab Emirates. Prosecutors say Omar Amanat illegally delivered millions of dollars from investments in Kit Digital, quote, for his personal use, including luxury properties in Manhattan. He never disclosed these misappropriations to investors, end quote, who were misled about the value of the company by false balance sheets. He has pleaded not guilty. Well, false balance sheets are very easy to see. Somebody, I don't know if he had them audited or not, but if they were fake, that means that he had intention to defraud people of their money, of their investments, which of course is a crime. Recent letters, Part 1 and Part 2, from attorneys of Omar and another co-defendant asking the judge to ease their detention, reveal that Omar once warned Huma, while she was at the State Department, that she and other family members were under threat of being hurt, quote unquote, by special collection agents, quote unquote, trying to recover stolen funds. Court exhibits reveal that Omar was worried about Huma's safety and contacted the State Department to make her, quote, aware of this incident, end quote. Moreover, Kit Digital appears in State Department emails sent to Abedin from Amanat and the business partner. In June of 2009, not long after starting Kit Digital, and just months after his cousin was named Deputy Chief of Staff to Secretary of State Clinton, Amanat helped his business partner solicit Huma Abedin for state favors on behalf of Soliya Incorporated, Soliya, which was in partnership with Kit Digital. Summit Entertainment, a film company Amanat held a controlling stake in at the time, also stood to benefit. Quote, thanks for getting in touch. Would love to arrange a meeting, end quote. Abedin replied in June 23, 2009, email to Amanat and Shamil Idris, who heads New York-based Soliya Inc. In May of 2010, Clinton helped Soliya get access to United Nations funding by making the U.S. a participant in a UN high-tech media initiative called the Alliance of Civilizations, Then in October of 2010, the State Department directly awarded Solaya $1.25 million for a media technology project. Quote, Huma helped Omar make KIT appear more valuable because of its association with the Alliance of Civilizations, which was approved by Hillary and funded in part by U.S. grants, end quote, said an attorney familiar with the case. Quote, this helped Omar raise money for KIT, which he and his brother misappropriated for their other purposes. Approximately $6 million has vanished. Amanat took KIT Digital public in August of 2009. At the time, Amanat knew as a serial swindler, quote-unquote, was in personal bankruptcy and being sued by other investors. Despite his reputation, he still managed to gain a special access of the government thanks to his ties to his well-positioned cousin, Huma Abedin, and the Clinton Foundation. Records show that Amanat had several other family members, and related charities have together donated as much as $1.2 million to the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton Global Initiative, as well as the Clinton Health Access Initiative. Amanat, who personally contributed as much as $25,000 of the Clinton Foundation, was appointed to the Council on Foreign Relations during the time that Hillary Clinton was serving as Secretary of State. So, in other words, it could have been a pay-for-play. Give 25 and you get appointed somewhere. Council of Foreign Relations. While the FBI has closed its espionage investigation into Clinton's unsecured private email server, its public corruption investigation into the Clinton Foundation remains open. It's not clear if this still active probe overlaps with the Amanat fraud investigation. However, investigators reportedly continue to look into alleged pay-for-play schemes involving the Clinton State Department and the Clinton Foundation and its wealthy donors, as well as entities that paid the Clintons millions of dollars in speaking fees. Judicial Watch and other government watchdog groups have charged that the Clinton Foundation was a pay-for-play operation that rewarded its benefactors with State Department favors. Meanwhile, Abedin's estranged husband, former Democratic U.S. Representative Anthony Weiner, remains under federal investigation for child pornography. The laptop Weiner used to communicate with an underage girl was seized by the FBI and helped derail Clinton's presidential bid when FBI Director James Comey announced in October that some of her emails to Huma Abedin had been found on it. Classified emails. The emails were stored on a Yahoo account. Interestingly, federal investigators say Omar Amanat, unbelievable. They say that Omar Amanat tried to scrub emails from his own Yahoo account so they couldn't obtain them as evidence. In 2008, quote, Omar Amanat emailed Irfan Amanat and requested his help to delete all of my delete all of my emails from the Yahoo site, but download them onto my laptop, end quote. What the fuck can you say? These emails have been going on. The question is, who does not have them? Everybody seems to have them in Washington, D.C. The question is, who does not have them? That's the $64,000 question. Every few weeks, every few months, somebody new has them. Even the cleaning lady in Hillary's Washington, D.C. residence had supposed access to them. Okay, in 2008, Omar Amanat emailed Irfan Amanat requesting his help to delete. He says, delete all of my emails from the Yahoo site, but download them onto my laptop, end quote. A December court filing says, quote, Omar Amanat expressed concern about them subpoenaing Yahoo at the same point, end quote. Amanat's attorney, Eric Kreisman, did not respond to a request for comment. Well, what would he say? Attempts to reach Huma Abedin were unsuccessful. Former Clinton campaign press secretary Nick Merrill did not reply to questions either. Though never reported in the media until now, the Abedin and Amanat families are not only related, but very close, maintaining roots in New Jersey going back decades. In fact, Omar Amanat's parents Sharif and Hamida Amanat, once hosted Huma Abedin's parents, Sayed and Saleha Abedin, at their New Jersey home when Huma's ailing father had to move back temporarily from Saudi Arabia to undergo a kidney transplant. The Amanats helped the couple continue publishing their Saudi-based journal promoting Sharia law from the U.S. In fact, Omar's mother, Haminat Amanat, has contributed articles to the journal. Quote, Dr. Sharif Amanat and his precious wife Hamina created an environment so congenial and supportive that without it, it would have been impossible to function effectively, end quote. A recovering Sayed Abedin wrote in a 1991 issue of his, quote, Institution of Muslim Minority Affairs Journal, end quote. I have no words to thank them, he said. Omar and Huma, who are related through their mothers, who are sisters, have also maintained a long and close-knit relationship. Property and financial records show that in 1999, when Huma Abedin was in Washington working as a White House aide to then First Lady Clinton, Omar used her D.C. condo as one of the addresses for another of his startups, Tradescape Corp. After Omar Amanat sold Tradescape to E-Trade in 2002 for $100 million in stock, it's a whopping amount, he started the Amanat Family Support Trust, which names cousins as well as immediate family members as beneficiaries, meaning Huma Abedin would stand to benefit from his family trust. This is by Baxter Dimitri on your Newswire.